How are you?
Doing good. How about yourself?
Okay. We
Thanks
are
again.
back to live streaming.
Okay.
Let me just make you a co-host.
Okay. Thank you again for doing this.
Okay, Naz is the co-host now.
Yeah, I'm changing it. Okay. So can I admit people now or do you want to wait?
I was waiting for Ellen to come,
Okay.
but
What'd you do?
Hi, Naz. How are you? Oh, you're muted.
Sorry, now we're unmuted. Go ahead. How are you doing?
Okay, no big deal. How are you? Okay. All right. Gonna sing some songs? Yep. Okay. It's all right. You don't have to talk to me. Oh, our live video is going to start on Facebook very shortly. I mean, I guess if you want to start letting people in, you can. I'm just going to mute for now. And I think they're going to come in muted.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, Freema. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thanks.
Hi.
Teddy.
Hi, Joni. How are you?
Good. Glad to hear you doing. Oh, wait, hold on.
Ah, there's Naz. Hey, guy.
Hi, Frank.
Hey, Frank and Deb.
How you doing?
Hi, guys.
Maddie's waving. Maddie,
Hi,
your hair is
Maddie.
fine. I don't know what you're talking about. Your hair is
What?
fine.
My hair is fine.
Yeah.
It it just gets in my face. I can't stand it.
Your glasses will keep it away from your face.
See, it's like,
I have an appointment with the beauty parlor. She called me.
oh, I'm gonna wait. I'll wait and see what happens.
Yeah, it's going to be a couple weeks. She gave me the appointment
Yeah.
for. So
This should be my worst problem.
that's right. I agree. I agree. How have you been, Maddie?
What?
How
I'm okay.
have you been? Good.
So far, so good.
Maddie, I looked up West Virginia. They only had 2,500 cases the entire time.
Oh, is that it? I thought I heard something. Maybe
I
it was.
know, I did too. They had
Yeah.
50. They had a spike. They had 50 this week. Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay. I don't know where in West Virginia they're going, but oh, Joel.
Very quiet all of a sudden.
Everybody's muted.
I'm not muted. I could talk.
Okay. Hey, Tamara. Unmute.
Hey, Maddie, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
Great. So I've been listening to this new old person. She's amazing. She was with the, was it Carolina Gum Chocolate Drops? Her name is Rhiannon Giddens.
Don't know.
Amazing. This woman is amazing. And guess where she went to? Oberlin.
Oh,
Ah,
She plays the guitar.
Why
she
not?
plays- She plays the violin. She plays the banjo. She sings. I mean, I think it's the Carolina Chocolate Drops. That was the group she used to be part of.
cool.
But anyway, she's amazing. So if you guys get a chance, look her up.
Okay.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
I learned from
How are
my
you?
fine. I learned from my grandson. He plays the saxophone, and all of a sudden he was telling me he's getting drums. And I'm going, why are you getting drums? He says, well, if you're a musician, you have to know more than one instrument to play. So he's got the alto sax, the soprano sax, the regular sax, drums, a guitar. It's like, okay, and this is part-time. This, thank goodness,
Why
is
not?
part-time.
Very good. Good job.
Hey,
Hi.
Mike.
How you
Yes.
doing?
Hi, Naz. And
Oh,
Jackie
where's
and
Naz?
Bill.
Hi.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hi, Naz.
Hey, Nas, there he is.
How's it going? How's the puppy doing?
He's good.
Yeah.
He's loud. He's good. He's a big barker.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
Is he going to school for a training?
I've been taking him to a lady who does training in her house, and she's okay. I mean, we do it outside.
Hi,
socially
Naz.
distant.
They don't come to you into your own space?
I don't have a space. That's the thing. I live in a building, so she has a backyard, and we go and we're able to stay apart. But so far, it's okay. It's not super effective
Oh,
yet.
there's the dog.
Let's see the
There's
dog.
the dog.
Yeah, Naz has been trying to get the dog to be on screen the whole time.
Oh,
Gotta look at the way you
who has a dog? Naz, what's the name of the dog?
His name is Oreo.
It's Oreo. He came with the name.
Oreo. Cool.
Ah,
He
Wow.
doesn't look like an Oreo. He looks more like a Guinness or something. But I
Guinness?
feel bad.
Can you snap again, please?
You want me to make him stand?
Yeah.
There.
Up there he's standing.
who takes care of Oreo? Do you feed him?
I hope.
No.
Hey, Tony, there was a cute commercial about Oreos that was a song. Do you know it?
I don't think so.
You should look it up. I think it starts, girls have curls, but boy, do I like delicious Oreos.
Hey, I don't think I've ever heard that one. I will look for it.
Yeah, look for it. You don't want me to sing it to you, I promise.
Sorry. I don't know. Does Frank know it? Because I would love to hear
Tony,
Frank.
do you remember the Oreo commercial? Girls have curls, but boys and I like delicious Oreos.
Yeah.
Oh,
My choice because it's the very best cookie ever had. I don't know. There you are. I'm sure there's
Bravo.
there could be
You
more,
guys
but
make a
if you,
great duet.
Okay, that's
right,
the
if you listen to it online, then you can
Oh.
get the two.
I don't know about that song.
Oh yeah, it was great.
Really? Okay.
You know, Ellen, a lot of jingles were written by Barry Manilow. Do you know that?
Yes, I do know that. I do know that.
Oreos. I
Oh,
see.
Oreos, look at that.
Hey, Oreo, there's one of you.
I will just have you know that those Oreos just came out of the glove compartment in our car. Based on the
Oh.
glove.
Always be prepared.
My dirty little secret. I hide cookies in the glove compartment.
You're gonna do this from your car? Look at this.
I know.
It's
That's
amazing.
what I
On
was
the go.
thinking.
Can you get Oreo up here?
Okay. Hi, Hazel.
Hi, Freema. How are you?
Hi, Hazel.
I don't know who that was, but hello.
Linda Feller.
Yeah.
Oh,
Are we
hi,
at more-
Linda. I'm
we
so
have more
glad
than one
you
Linda?
with dolls.
Do we have more than one Linda tonight?
Oh.
Yesterday we had 3.
Yes, you do. Linda Horowitz checking
Hi,
in.
Linda. And
Hi,
who's that?
Linda.
Look
Hi,
at the lovely,
everybody.
look at the lovely young lady sitting next to you.
Hi.
How
Hi,
are
Faith.
you?
Good. How are you?
Okie doke. As
Nothing
one
makes
can
me
be.
happier.
Are you working from home?
Not anymore.
Oh,
Oh,
what happened?
My company said we don't like you working from home, so back in the office you go.
Oh, really?
oh.
And not me, the whole company. Everyone's back.
Are they taking precautions?
The best I can. I was going in every other week. We were alternating, so I haven't been consistently working from home.
Unmuted.
Hi, Jessie.
Are they wearing masks?
Hello.
I wear it in the elevators. I
Hello?
can't sit at my desk wearing one all day.
You have
Yeah.
to get on. You have to click on it. Do it again.
Where do you work, Faith?
I work in the Brooklyn Army Terminal in like Sunset Park.
Oh, okay.
You can open windows?
I have a door right behind me that we keep open.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of the new buildings, they're sealed. You can't open them.
Yeah.
Right.
So at
Just
least
do
if
the
you can
best
open
you
a
can do.
window. Yeah, that makes a big difference.
Linda, I love all your dolls.
Thank you. Me too.
You know I'm a doll collector, not like you, but I have my dolls.
Camera, you won't be
Yeah.
able to see. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's, this is just, I don't know how much you can see. I have 4 cabinets in back of me and 2 others in this room.
Beautiful.
So there's a lot of them.
So I think it's a good time for us to begin. People are still coming in, but that's fine. So for right now, I'm just going to
26.
mute everyone.
Okay.
And so first of all, I want to welcome you all to our Havdalah and sing-along of social justice songs. Ellen and Joni, Diane Figueroa is having trouble getting in on her. She uses 2 devices, one for sound and one for camera. And her one that is called Fig Beads is not in, but I don't see it coming into the waiting room. So I don't know what's going on.
Something just disappeared. It came on and it went away. I don't know what.
It came on and it went away.
I don't know what it
I
was.
don't know. It wasn't her. I just admitted somebody.
Oh,
So I
okay.
think-
And Menachem's, they're trying to get on too, but they can't. I don't know why.
Oh, there's,
Oh, wait, there's another one in the waiting room.
that's Deanna.
Okay.
The one that ends 8,000, I'm pretty sure is Deanna. I'm learning people's phone numbers who
Yeah.
always call in. Anyway, so it says waiting for host to start meeting.
She's in the wrong link.
I think, are you in the old link, Diane, on that one? Are you using I sent out a new link today.
I can send it to her.
Can you send it to her, Ellen?
I can.
Okay. Troubleshooting. Here we go. Anyway, so I want to welcome everyone. As you know, I was not originally supposed to be the person leading this event. Rabbi Pinsky, with her beautiful voice and her wonderful guitar, was going to be leading, but unfortunately she is experiencing a family emergency and was not able to. And so I said that I would do my best to fill her shoes. So welcome to anyone who is joining us on YouTube or on Facebook, and to all of you who are here on Zoom. Our plan for this evening is to begin with Havdalah, the service that ends Shabbat, and then we will go into singing a range of songs that are protest songs or otherwise related to social justice. And I think many of them will be familiar to many of you. Most of them are in English, some of them are in Hebrew, and we're gonna do some experimenting with singing them together. For a couple of them, we might even try unmuting and see what happens with Zoom. like it doesn't work. You can't sing in unison, but we'll see like what we can do. So we are going to start with Havdalah. So I'm going to share with you some words for Havdalah. The tune that we use for Havdalah is by Debbie Friedman of blessed memory, who, as I'm sure most, or if not all of you know, really transformed music for the Reform movement, and not just the Reform movement, but the entire Jewish world. And I don't know if you've seen this, but there is a video compilation of people from all kinds of different Jewish communities doing Havdalah, all using Debbie Friedman's melody, from Hasidim to Orthodox Jews to conservative, Reconstructionist, Reform, Renewal. Everybody uses Debbie Friedman's Havdalah. So here we go. Yai lai 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 lai, yai lai 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 lai, ya la lai 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 lai, ya lai lai lai, ya la lai, yai lai 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 lai, yai lai 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 lai, ya la lai 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 lai, ya la lai lai, ya la lai. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen borei peri hagafen yai lai 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 yai lai 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 ya la lai 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 ya la lai lai ya la lai yai lai 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 yai lai 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 ya la lai 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 ya la lai lai ya la lai. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei minei besamim borei minei besamim yai lai 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 yai lai 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 ya la lai 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 ya la lai lai ya la lai. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei meorei ha'esh borei meorei ha'esh yai lai la 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 Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamavdil ben kodesh lechol ben or lechoshech ben Yisrael le'amim ben yom hashvi'i l'sheshet yamei ma'aseh. Baruch atah Adonai hamavdil ben kodesh lechol. Hamavdil ben kodesh lechol, chatotenu imcho, zarenu v'chaspenu yarbekacho, v'hakochavim balayla. Lift up the plate, please. Shavua tov, 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 Shavua tov. May gladness reign and joy increase. A good week, a week of peace. May gladness reign and joy increase. Eliyahu Hanavi, Eliyahu Hatishbi, Eliyahu, Eliyahu, Eliyahu Hagiladi, Bimhera V'yamenu, Yavo Eleinu, Moshiach ben David, Moshiach ben David, Eliyahu Hanavi, Eliyahu Hatishbi, Eliyahu, Eliyahu, Eliyahu Hagiladi. Shavua Tov, everyone. So we have moved from the holiness of Shabbat into the regular week. We've given back the extra soul that we get for Shabbat. But here we all are together. And I'd like to ask everyone if you would like to just put into the chat, maybe introduce yourself if you think we might not know who you are, but put in like, what's one of your favorite protest songs or social justice songs? I'm not going to promise that we're going to change the lineup or anything, but I'm interested to see what your favorite songs are. And who knows, if we end up doing any encores, maybe we can fit in a few more. I've got a fairly extensive list, and what I've done is I've chosen kind of an array of songs that came to my mind as protest songs, social justice songs, songs that I enjoy, songs I've known since childhood, some songs I've learned more recently. And I thought it would be interesting to put them in sort of roughly chronological order for when they first emerged. And so that's what I have done. Let's see what's coming in. If you're on Facebook or YouTube, you can comment there as well with your favorite song, because we are looking at those comments as well. So we have If I Had a Hammer, We Shall Overcome, Light One Candle, Blowing in the Wind, This Little Light of Mine, and then some Union songs like Which Side Are You On and Like a Tree Standing by the Water. I don't know either one of those. That's Robin Bass. If I Had a Hammer and Imagine, We Are the World. Interesting one, We Are the World. So many of you are gonna feel good about the songs that we do because we're doing a bunch of those. So here we go. We're actually gonna start with some Hebrew. We're going to start with Oziv Zimrat Yah, and this is a chant by Rabbi Shefa Gold. We'll go through it a few times so that you can catch on. It has two parts. They can be sung as a round. I'm going to ask my family not to sing them as a round quite yet so that we can get used to the chant a little bit first. And so this is The Eternal is my strength and my song. God will be my salvation. This is a favorite of mine. Oziv Zimrat Yah, Vayehi li Lishua. Oziv Zimrat Yah, Vayehi li Lishua. Oziv Ozi bezimratia vayehi lilishua. Ozi bezimratia vayehi lilishua. Now I'm going to start over. You keep going. Ozi bezimratia vayehi lilishua. Ozi bezimratia vayehi lilishua. Ozi bezimratia vayehi lilishua. Ozi bezimratia vayehi lilishua. Okay, that got a little rocky there on our side. Perhaps some of you were singing harmony at home, which if you were, that's awesome. And if not, so now we're going to go to Down by the Riverside. Down by the Riverside starts out as a spiritual dating from before the Civil War, but it was believed to be first published in 1918. But then, of course, it became very popular as a protest song during the Vietnam War, especially because of its pacifist kind of imagery. So here we go. I'm gonna lay down my heavy load down by the riverside, down by the riverside, down by the riverside. I'm gonna lay down my heavy load down by the riverside, and I ain't gonna study war no more. 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 I'm gonna lay down my sword and shield down by the riverside, down by the riverside, down by the riverside. I'm gonna lay down my sword and shield down by the riverside, and I ain't gonna study war no more. 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 I'm gonna put on my traveling shoes down by the riverside, down by the riverside, down by the riverside. I'm gonna put on my traveling shoes down by the riverside, and I ain't gonna study war no more. I ain't gonna study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more. I 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 ain't gonna study war no more. Is there any other song that reminds you of? Perhaps a song in Hebrew? Anybody? Anybody want to answer that? Unmute yourself and answer. Anything that reminds you of this song?
Lo yisagoy el goy cherev.
Lo yisagoy el goy cherev. Yes, they'll beat their swords into plowshares and they're not gonna study war no more. Yeah. I don't have that one, but it basically is the exact passage, right? Lo yilmadu od milchama means they're not going to learn war anymore. That's exactly what that means. I don't have that song for today, but there you go. So this is one for the Union folks. 16 tons, an old favorite of mine. And this is for those who know it, or for those who don't know it, it's about coal mining and about being in debt to the company and being sort of stuck there. So that's this song. Some people say a man is made out of mud. A poor man's made out of muscle and blood. Muscle and blood and skin and bones. A mind that's so weak and a back that's strong. You load 16 tons and what do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. I was born one morning when the sun didn't shine. I picked up my shovel and I walked to the mine. I loaded 16 tons of number 9 coal and the straw boss said, well, bless my soul, you load 16 tons and what do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. I was born one morning, it was drizzling rain. Fighting and trouble are my middle name. I was raised in the canebrake by an old mama lion. Can't no high-toned woman make me walk the line. You load 16 tons, what do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. If you see me coming, better step aside. A lot of men didn't, a lot of men died. One fist of iron and the other of steel. If the right one don't get you, then the left one will. You load 16 tons, and what do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. How awesome is that song? I love that song. All right, here's another old favorite. Did you know that this was written in 1949, If I Had a Hammer? I mean, I think, I don't know. I think the version that's most familiar to me is the Joan Baez version of this, but this was first written in, Alice's Restaurant, says Robin. Yeah, we're not doing Alice's Restaurant tonight. We don't have that kind of time. So anyway, If I Had a Hammer, first written by Pete Seeger and Lee Hayes in 1949 and recorded by their bands, but then of course later recorded by lots of other people and sung by even more. If I had a hammer, I'd hammer in the morning, I'd hammer in the evening, all over this land. I'd hammer out danger, I'd hammer out warning, I'd hammer out love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land. Ooh, if I had a bell, I'd ring it in the morning, I'd ring it in the evening, all over this land. I'd ring out danger, I'd ring out warning, I'd ring out love between my brothers and my sisters all over this land. Ooh, if I had a song, I'd sing it in the morning, I'd sing it in the evening, all over this land. I'd sing out danger, I'd sing out warning, I'd sing out love between my brothers and my sisters all over this land. Ooh, well, I've got a hammer and I've got a bell and I've got a song to sing all over this land. It's the hammer of justice. It's the bell of freedom. It's the song about love between my brothers and my sisters all over this land. It's the end.
I just want to keep going.
It's a good song.
Ugh, I went a little too far. Excuse me. All right, here we go. We're gonna make it a little more solemn now. This is one of the best known, I think, protest songs or social justice songs of all time. But I don't know if you knew that the modern version of this song that we know is said to have first been sung by tobacco workers during a cigar workers strike in Charleston, South Carolina in 1945. But I put it here because today we associate it much more with the civil rights movement, and its association with the civil rights movement started in about 1959. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday. We'll walk hand in hand. We'll walk hand in hand. We'll walk hand in hand someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we'll walk hand in hand someday. We are not afraid. We are not afraid. We are not afraid today. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we are not afraid today. The truth shall make us free. The truth shall make us free. The truth shall make us free someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe the truth shall make us free someday. We shall live in peace. We shall live in peace. We shall live in peace someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall live in peace someday. So there's a discussion that's been going on in the chat that we're doing all these old songs and they didn't really work. So we need some newer songs. And I promise we're going to get to a couple of newer songs, but these songs, yes, they still apply. And that is not what we want, but we'll keep singing and we'll keep working and we'll keep holding hands and going forward. And now we come to the great Jewish Bob Dylan. He was Jewish, right? He's Jewish.
He was Jewish. He grew up.
Bob Zimmerman was his name. He was, yes.
Yeah, that's it. Bob Zimmerman. Thank you,
Back
Rob.
and forth. He went back and forth, but I think he came back to Judaism.
He went back and forth? Wow, you can't go back and forth. What's your
I
Jewish?
think he's
Well,
back in the
Jewish.
fold again.
He said he was a Christian, then he went back. He did. He was
Okay.
He's religiously fluid.
Religiously fluid. Well, how can we not honor that? All right. And, you know, I'm not sure we know the answer because it's blowing in the wind. See what I did there? All right. So this is from 1962. How many roads must a man walk down before you call him a man? How many seas must a white dove sail before she sleeps in the sand? Yes, and how many times must the cannonballs fly before they're forever banned? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. How many years can a mountain exist before it is washed to the sea? Yes, and how many years can some people exist before they're allowed to be free? Yes, and how many times can a man turn his head and pretend that he just doesn't see? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. Yes, and how many times must a man look up before he can see the sky? Yes, and how many ears must one man have before he can hear people cry? Yes, and how many deaths will it take till he knows that too many people have died? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. Does anybody want to tell? I mean, we're not going to have time for everyone to tell, but does anybody want to tell a story of protesting, a story of using one of these songs, the place one of these songs has in your life? Anybody?
Well, I just want,
Oh, go ahead, Robert.
Blowing in the Wind was pretty much the major song of the civil rights movement. And it was written around the time of civil rights. The music is actually a Ukrainian folk song, but Bob Dylan wrote all the lyrics for it. And that and a whole bunch of other folk songs before he went into he pretty much founded the modern folk rock type of singing. But before that, he was a straight folklorist. And this is the folk song he wrote in honor of the civil rights movement, just about the time the civil rights marches was started. So it's associated with the civil rights movement. Peter, Paul, and Mary did a very, very professional version of this, but he sang it in his authentic Bob Dylan voice at first.
Yeah, in 1962. That's when it came out, was 1962.
That's
Ellen,
when the civil rights movement just was getting started. It was there earlier, but it was first getting popular. Let's put it like that.
Right, right.
Well, I marched in 1959. I was picketing Woolworths, and it was a little early for singing in the streets at that time. So we didn't have to, and these songs that you can see are a little bit later than that time. I was only 17 years old, but it was just the idea of being there and marching there and sitting down at the counter. I thought I was so brave, not knowing what was going on down south, specifically of the Freedom Riders. And I think they went down a little later than me. But music, we heard it. Peter, Paul, and Mary. Pete Seeger was the big gentleman for me. I mean, he was the one, Pete Seeger, and fill me in, folks. Who was the group he sang with?
The Weavers.
The Weavers. Oh, I went to see them. I thought they were just fabulous, all of them.
All right, thanks, Linda. So one more, Diane Figueroa, and then we're going to sing a couple more songs, and then I'll give more people a chance to talk. So go ahead, Diane.
It was, I guess, in the mid-'60s when I was in college, and I remember going on a couple of marches to Washington, and I remember one was against the war in Vietnam, and we had a bus. There was a bunch of people. I was in Brooklyn College, a bunch of people. Well, they probably had a few buses. And I remember it was a very, very, very long day. And finally on the way back was late at night, and the bus driver could not stay awake. So we had to sing all of these songs from the 60s. We had to sing for a couple of hours to keep him awake on the New Jersey Turnpike coming home. And it was all of these songs. I'm back in the 60s now, you know, and it was all of these songs, and the Peter, Paul, and Mary songs, and all of them to keep the bus driver awake.
Wow. Thank you. Okay, we're going to continue singing for a little while, and then I'll give some other people a chance to share if they want to. So this next song is from 1964. I don't know how many of you know it. It's the angriest one that I've included today. It is definitely, I mean, some of the other ones, like they've got some fairly hard-hitting language, but this one is the most angry. So, Eve of Destruction. The Eastern world, it is exploding, violence flaring, bullets loading. You're old enough to kill, but not for voting. You don't believe in war, but what's that gun you're toting? And even the Jordan River has bodies floating, but you tell me over and over and over again, my friend, you don't believe we're on the eve of destruction. You don't believe we're on the eve of destruction. Don't you understand what I'm trying to say? And can't you feel the fears I'm feeling today? If the button is pushed, there's no running away. There'll be no one to save with the world in a grave. Take a look around you, boy. It's bound to scare you, boy, and you Tell me over and over and over again, my friend. You don't believe we're on the eve of destruction. You don't believe we're on the eve of destruction. Yeah, my blood's so mad, feels like coagulating. I'm sitting here just contemplating. I can't twist the truth, it knows no regulation. Handful of senators don't pass legislation, and marches alone can't bring integration. When human respect is disintegrating, this whole crazy world is just too frustrating. And you tell me over and over and over again, my friend, you don't believe we're on the eve of destruction. You don't believe we're on the eve of destruction. Think of all the hate there is in Red China, then take a look around to Selma, Alabama. You may live here for 4 days in space, but when you return, it's the same old place. The pounding of the drums, the pride and disgrace. You can bury your dead, but don't leave a trace. Hate your next door neighbor, but don't forget to say grace. And you tell me over and over and over and over again, my friend, you don't believe we're on the eve of destruction. No, you don't believe we're on the eve of destruction. Is that one familiar to people? I'm seeing heads shaking. Joni's giving a thumbs up. I can't see everybody. Anybody else? Do you know this one? No, Eric knows it. Teddy knows it. Yeah, I learned this one from my dad. I mean, I learned a lot of them from my dad. He used to sing them to me. All right, we have come now to a Hebrew song. This song is from 1970, and those of you who are in Reform Youth Group are going to know this song. I know Eric knows it. We included it in the service that we had for, what was it for? Yom Yerushalayim. Was that right? Yes. For Yom Yerushalayim. It's by Arik Einstein. It came out in 1970, and it's called Ani ve'ata, You and I Will Change the World. So this is a much more hopeful song than Eve of Destruction, but it's really lovely. Ani ve'ata neshane et ha'olam. אני ואתה אז יבואו כבר כולם. אמרו את זה קודם לפניי, זה לא משנה. אני ואתה נשנה את העולם. אני ואתה ננסה מההתחלה. יהיה לנו רע, אין דבר, זה לא נורא. אמרו את זה קודם לפניי, זה לא משנה. אני ואתה נשנה את העולם. אני ואתה נשנה את העולם. אני ואתה אז יבואו כבר כולם. אמרו את זה קודם לפניי, לא משנה. אני ואתה נשנה את העולם. אני ואתה נשנה את העולם. So I know that there were more people who wanted to share stories. So I think Robin was one of the ones who wanted to. Robin, do you want to share a protest story?
Sure. I actually wrote it. When I was in Syracuse, Nixon was coming to speak at the War Memorial, so we all marched down from the hill at Syracuse University to the War Memorial singing Sounds of Silence. And we were not popular in town. The college students against the war were not. And we went down there. We took all our places in the War Memorial. And then when it was time to do the stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and the anthem, we all refused. And so half of the stadium was filled with people refusing. But Sounds of Silence, every time I hear it, I go back to that.
Awesome. Thank you, Robin. Ellen, I know you want to share something.
Yeah, I went to school in Louisiana in 1966 to 68, and we did a lot of crazy things, but one of the things we did is we went partially by car and partially on foot from Northeast Louisiana, from Baton Rouge and Monroe and West Monroe to the Bayou Territory, Lake Charles, into Kenner, and then into New Orleans, and sang "We Shall Overcome" continuously on a loop. And it was just a bonding experience, and I learned a lot about human nature from that, a tremendous amount.
Wow, thank you for that, Ellen. Yeah, "We Shall Overcome" is one of those songs you really can sing on a loop, right? And what a lot of these songs have in common, there's sort of two kinds of social justice songs, and one kind is the kind that doesn't have too many words and is repetitive and has a simple tune to make it easy for lots of people to sing along. And the other kind is more I guess I'll call it a manifesto type song, where it's a ballad or it's another kind of song that lays out either what's wrong or what could be or what your dreaming will be. And so they're sometimes a little harder to sing along to, although, you know, when you've heard them a million times, you can totally sing along. Or maybe I should call them prophetic songs. So this next one is one of those. 1971, John Lennon, "Imagine." Now, this song, I love this song. And to me, it is just like the Aleinu. We are looking toward a world where all of the things that divide us are gone, and we are all together. And he says the world will be as one. So there have been the occasional special service where we have used this in place of the Aleinu, because I think it is actually just like the Aleinu. So let's sing it. Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us, above us only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. Imagine there's no countries. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for, and no religion too. Imagine all the people living life in peace. Ooh, you may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you will join us, and the world will be as one. Imagine no possessions. I wonder if you can. No need for greed or hunger. A brotherhood of man. Imagine all the people sharing all the world. Ooh, You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you will join us and the world will live as one. Bayom hahu, bayom hahu, yeh Adonai echad. On that day. All right. Speaking of Hebrew, we weren't speaking of Hebrew exactly, but you know that this is one of my very favorite songs of all time. Gesher Tsar Me'od. This is from a saying of Rabbi Nachman of Bratslav, but I learned just today that the tune that we usually sing is from 1973. And the melody was written by Rabbi Baruch Chet, who was an Orthodox Jewish rabbi. I mean, as opposed to all of those Orthodox not Jewish rabbis. And and it actually was broadcast as a song by Ariel Sharon's command to his troops during the Yom Kippur War. So for me, this is very much a rallying cry, a call to strength in the face of how difficult and frightening the world is. Kol haolam kulo gesher tsar me'od, gesher tsar me'od, gesher tsar me'od. Kol haolam kulo gesher tsar me'od, gesher tsar me'od. V'ha'ikar, v'ha'ikar, lo lefached, lo lefached klal. V'ha'ikar, v'ha'ikar, lo lefached klal. Yai lai lai, yai lai lai lai, yai lai lai lai, yai lai 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 lai, yai lai lai lai, yai lai 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 lai. V'ha'ikar, v'ha'ikar, lo lefached, lo lefached klal. V'ha'ikar, v'ha'ikar, lo lefached klal. The entire world is nothing but a narrow bridge. And the most important thing is not to be afraid at all. So if you're not afraid at all, you're crazy. But I think what this means is not that you're not afraid, but that you keep going on the narrow bridge and maybe you don't look down. That's a separate song by B.B. King, Better Not Look Down if you want to keep on flying. That's a good song too. But let's go to the next one, which is another, I mean, I keep saying this is one of my favorites, but you know what? I made this list, so they're all my favorites. And so I really should stop saying that. I'm like, oh, look at this one. This is a really good one. Yeah, I picked it.
I really like this one.
I know.
Crazy.
Crazy. So weird. Yeah. So this one, Debbie Friedman wrote this melody. And I believe it was first performed in 1981. Of course, the words come from our prayer book. They're at the end of the silent prayer. They're at the end of the Kaddish. Oseh shalom bimromav, huya aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael bimru amen. May the one who makes peace in the heavens bring peace down upon us and on all of Israel, and let us say amen. This is another two-parter that can be around. And what I will say is this was my first favorite Jewish song. It was among the first Jewish songs I learned, and it was my first favorite Jewish song. Ose shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imeru amen. Ose shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imeru amen. Ose shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imeru amen. Ose shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imeru amen. Ose shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imeru amen. Okay, that didn't work out that well either.
Trusted to run rounds ourselves. Not with these songs. No.
So we come to 1982, just a year after Debbie Friedman's Ose Shalom came out, and we get to light one candle. Now, light one candle, we usually sing it at Hanukkah time because it talks about the Maccabees and lighting candles for the Maccabee children. But really, this is definitely a social justice song. And it's really, it's quite wonderful. Robin says it's definitely one of her favorites. Light one candle for the Maccabee children. Give thanks that their light didn't die. Light one candle for the pain they endured when their right to exist was denied. Light one candle for the terrible sacrifice justice and freedom demand. Light one candle for the wisdom to know when the peacemaker's time is at hand. Don't let the light go out. It's lasted for so many years. Don't let the light go out. Let it shine through our love and our tears. Light one candle for the strength that we need to never become our own foe. Light one candle for those who are suffering the pain we learned so long ago. Light one candle for all we believe in, let anger not tear us apart. And light one candle to find us together with peace as the song in our hearts. Don't let the light go out. It's lasted for so many years. Don't let the light go out. Let it shine through our love and our tears. What is the memory that's valued so highly that we keep alive in that flame? What's the commitment to those who have died when we cry out they've not died in vain? We have come this far, always believing that justice will somehow prevail. This is the burden, this is the promise, and this is why we will not fail. Don't let the light go out. It's lasted for so many years. Don't let the light go So now we come to one that is from 1996. And again, it's an Israeli one written by Moshe Ben Ari. And 1996 was a time not long after Oslo, not long after the historic handshake of Rabin and Arafat. But this became very popular in Jewish camps after the peace process collapsed. And it includes it's about the idea that there will still be peace. And it includes both the Arabic for peace, salam, as well as the Hebrew shalom. Od yavo shalom aleinu, od yavo shalom aleinu, od yavo shalom aleinu ve'al kulam. Od yavo shalom aleinu, od yavo shalom aleinu, od yavo shalom aleinu ve'al kulam. Salam aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam. Salam, salam, salam aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam. Salam, salam. Od yavo shalom aleinu, od yavo shalom aleinu, od yavo shalom aleinu ve'al kulam. Od yavo shalom aleinu, od yavo shalom aleinu, od yavo shalom aleinu ve'al kulam. Salam aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam. Salam, salam, salam aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam. Salam, salam. Od yavo shalom aleinu, od yavo shalom aleinu, od yavo shalom aleinu ve'al kulam. And this brings us, so I just want to point out that, all right, so Light One Candle is 1982, but it's not the 60s anymore. And then we had 1996 and now 2015. So this is a quite new compared to the other ones. Song for Social Justice. This was written by Menachem Creditor. And I actually have sung this song at vigils with other people. So it's in the grand tradition of these songs. And it is about building the world from love. The Hebrew words are, there's only 3 of them, Olam Chesed Yebaneh, which means we will build this world from love. And the tune is very simple. So please, if you don't know this song, join in once you catch on. We'll repeat it a couple of times. And this is our last song. Olam chesed yivaneh, yadadai, dai, dai, dai. Same thing again. Olam chesed yivaneh, yadadai, dai, dai. Same words, slightly different tune. Olam chesed yivaneh, yadadai, dai. Same thing. Olam chesed yivaneh, yadadai, dai. Same tunes in English. I will build this world from love. Yadadai, dai. And you must build this world from love. Yadadai, dai. And if we build this world from love, Then God will build this world from love. Olam chesed yibane. Olam chesed yibane. Olam chesed yibane. Olam chesed yibane. I will build this world from love. And you must build this world from love. And if we build this world from love, then God will build this world from love. Olam chesed yibane. Olam chesed yibane. Olam chesed yibane. Olam chesed yibane. So this has been a very sweet evening and a wonderful time to hear from a few of you, your stories of how these songs have been a part of your life. And we have reached the end. So unless, I don't know, I guess that's it. I want to thank everybody for coming. If you want to stick around a little bit, if you want to request any other songs, I guess you could. And if I know them, I could sing them or you could sing them. So what do you want to do? You ready to go? Oh, I see a thumbs up from Freema. I don't know what that means though.
I think the songs, it's interesting how music can be such a vital part of our lives and how so many of us have touched, these songs have touched us and bring back vivid memories for us. So music is, I think, one of the most important things we have.
It's quite true. Amy says, I'm going to say it now by Phil Ox. I don't know that one. I don't think.
Rabbi?
Yes, Freema.
Okay, I just want to say that Light One Candle song always makes me cry because we sing it around Hanukkah time, and it always represents such strongness to me, how we, you know, how it's supposed to be one light and it lasted for 8 days, and the power of the people, and it always makes me cry. But it
makes me cry too. I actually have to work at it, so it doesn't make me cry.
Freema?
Yes.
As far as I know, Peter Yarrow of Peter, Paul and Mary wrote that song in honor of Soviet Jews who were being deprived of religious practices. And that's, I think, the origin of that particular song.
Oh, cool.
Robert, could you repeat that?
Peter Yarrow of the singing group,
yes,
Peter, Paul and Mary, as
yeah,
far as I know, wrote Light One Candle in honor of Soviet Jewry who were being persecuted at the time.
Oh,
see, I
very
didn't.
interesting.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
This little buddy of mine.
Do you know Gonna Get Through This World? I think, is it Woody Guthrie?
I'm sorry. The peanut gallery here started singing.
What happened?
What did you say, Ellen?
I love Gonna Get Through This World.
Oh, I don't think I know that song either.
It's done by the
Can you sing
Klezmatics.
the Phil Ox song?
No, Woody
What
Guthrie,
is-
I believe.
No, Amy brought up another song.
Oh,
So
oh.
Amy, would you like to sing that song? Where is Amy? Amy? Oh, I don't know what just happened. Amy, are you here?
Yeah, she's
I don't know,
there.
maybe-
Yeah, she is.
She
I
is?
can-
Yeah, she is it. Yep.
Where?
Oh, I'm muted.
Oh, Amy.
Right before Charlotte, yeah.
No, it depends.
Got the right one.
Yes, I see Amy. Let's see, can I unmute?
All right.
Amy, are you there?
Hello. Just a
Hello.
second.
Yeshua continued.
Do you want to sing that song for us? That you like?
Learn better. And come join us online.
They're having a chavara after this. That's what they're talking about.
Oh, okay. So I guess that's maybe a no.
Heard you.
How's about we do This Little Light of Mine? Everybody knows that one.
Okay, all right. Little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine,
let it shine,
let it shine. Is there more?
Yeah.
What's
the
the
rest?
verse?
Everywhere I go.
I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Is there another verse? Okay, I guess we're done with that song. All right. So I think we should say goodnight. I know people have other plans starting shortly. Thank you so much. It was really wonderful to have all of you here and to be able to see your faces and to sing with you, even though we couldn't quite sing all together. It's really been quite wonderful. So we'll have to do this again sometime. I also want to really thank Ellen and Joni, the co-chairs of the membership committee, because they are the ones who came up with this idea and really made it happen. So thank you to Ellen and Joni. And I know that Rabbi Pinsky was sorry that she could not be here tonight due to a family emergency. So, but I hope that in the future, there will be another one of these that Rabbi Pinsky will be able to participate in.
And I want to thank you, Rabbi Hoover, for stepping up and doing such a fantastic job.
Yes.
You know, I love
Thank you, Rabbi Hoover.
So it's my
Thank
pleasure.
you.
It was really wonderful of you to do it. This was a great night.
Yeah.
Lynn, I like your hair.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Thank
My
you, Rabbi. Pleasure.
I have. Thank you.
Let's do it again.
Yeah, let's do it again. Yes. Yeah.
All right. My cheerleader.
I'm going to say good night and end our gathering.
Good night, girls.
Shavua Tov. Have a good rest of your weekends.
Thank